How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And oh boy, okay, I went to sleep and some crazy shit happened. So first of all, I have another video later today, not going to be too far away from this one, which will actually show you some new gameplay we have now confirmed. That's going to show us some awesome new stuff. So there's a new trailer that's out, not the one from the yesterday, but another one, a brand new another one. And on top of that as well, we have the confirmation for a brand new Pokemon movie next year, and it's going to be MEWTWO Strikes Back, and what? Or is MEWTWO's Counterattack, or whatever you want to call it here, but we're going to go through it and see what it's all about. There is logos and stuff we have to look through right here. You can see MEWTWO, MEWTWO Strikes Back, MEWTWO Evolution, whatever. I don't even know what the whole deal is, but basically, MEWTWO is returning for a movie, and somebody here, Shilling, actually, or Kitsumi Pixie here, actually gave a beautiful breakdown and translation of everything said on that website, so we can see what exactly is going on here. So, the first thing that they tweeted right here, that Kit actually tweeted was, no wonder Game Freak decided to not make the movie's continuation of the Sun and Moon animation series, and they stick with rebooting the movies instead. Interesting. And then he tweets actually to me here, and says, hey, hi Ruffled Rowlet, I found some very interesting info that I will give you and Jinx Club, Actual Aero, and Endgame the Cube. That new MEWTWO movie that is coming out next year could connect to the new core game and possibly the anime reboot series. So that sounds interesting, actually. So, next up here is, and this is at, all of us, and I will give the translation of the site about MEWTWO movie because it was in Japanese. Here's the site. So, here's the translation. Part 1. The preliminary announcement after the ending of the Tale of the Theater version of the Pocket Monsters released today reveals MEWTWO's Counterattack Evolution. Part 2 of the translation. MEWTWO's Counterattack Evolution is a work to be released as a theatrical version of the Pokemon Monster series in the summer of 2019. Part 3 of translation. By the way, at the moment it is only the title information, so it is unknown from what kind of work it is. However, since it is titled MEWTWO Counterattack, or MEWTWO Strikes Back rather, this is just like the simple translation, I guess, with Google Translate, Evolution, rather than a sequel. The possibility that that it is a remake of the first series published in 1998, maybe a higher name or higher possibility. There are many people who have a lot of thoughts. It seems that there are many people who want to leave it at as it is. Part 5 of the translation, but it will be possible to exceed the original. But I found it the last part very interesting. I try to fit it in here, but it's not. It's not says that Game Freak do not want to do Sun and Moon movies because they are really disappointed of the anime and how it's turned out. But they're thinking about to reboot the anime and make it tie in with Gen 8. So. That makes sense, okay? That makes sense. That's something I agree with. I'm not too happy with the Sun and Moon anime. I get that it's supposed to be different, and it's supposed to be a side thing, and it's supposed to be, like, in its own ways better. For me, personally, I don't really enjoy it. I don't love the animation style. It's, like, it's too choppy to me, and I don't enjoy that too much. Personally, I know some people love that anime, but I personally prefer the X and Y anime way more over the Sun and Moon anime, so, hey, rebooting it and giving us something new, I'm happy with that, honestly. Sun and Moon was something different, and they gave us a taste of something like that wasn't actually the norm or the things we've seen in the past, but to me, felt like they kind of went backwards rather than, forward, because I liked seeing Ash almost a little bit more grown up, and like he was making some progress within X and Y, but then it just almost like he stepped back, like, like freaking a mile when Sun and Moon came out, but at least it was a test of a different sort of animation style and stuff, so hey, it's cool, whatever. But either way, so, apparently this movie that's coming out, this next movie in 2018, which is MEWTWO Strikes Back, which is, by the way, making me so excited. MEWTWO Strikes Back, my dudes. The 2019 movie. And I think there is actually an image here that actually shows you, if you go actually on here on Dogu's backpack, Dogu actually has logos for all this stuff. And we'll go through the information right here, because he essentially goes through most of this information that we kind of, want to know about here. But we're going to look through all the messages here. So, he's just thanking Serena here, or, Jinx Club for liking his tweets. But yeah, thank you to Kitsumi Pixie here for actually noticing this and mentioning it to all of us. So I'm actually really interested in this because, I mean, this is incredible. Like, a movie that reboots the original Pokemon movie, the first Pokemon movie, which is the first movie that I actually watched, was the first Pokemon movie, MEWTWO Strikes Back, and it was amazing. I loved it back then. I know there were a few issues with it, but it was such a darker movie, you know what I mean? It wasn't like super super like cutesy or whatever. It was really dark, and I think most of the Pokemon movies have kind of been, you know, slightly more on the dark side. Not all of them. Like Pokemon 2000 is my favorite movie, but it's like not dark whatsoever. But it's like really, like a really nice movie though, and that's the thing with these movies is that I watch them because sometimes they're just feel good movies, or they're just like really dark and like fun movies to enjoy, you know, just for fun. It's like not supposed to be something super serious. It doesn't even tie into lore, but it does tie into like how they release their video games and like, you know, all this stuff. So there is a tie-in between the movies, video games, and the franchise in general. So there is a connection between all these things and the anime as well. So I do think that Mewtwo Strikes Back will be a connection to Gen 8. The question then is, how will it connect? Like, how will that connect to Gen 8? Because we know Gen 8 is supposed to be a brand new generation, a brand new region, etc. How does that work then? Or is this maybe a tie-in between Generation 7 and Generation 8? So it should be like a movie that like connects the two. That could be the thing. Like, I could see that being a thing. And maybe the brand new Pokemon will show up in this movie. Like, the brand new Pokemon. So we're going to go through what it's said on here on the site. We'll read what it's translated here for me myself, because I'm just using Google Translate here essentially. But we'll read through what it has to say, and we'll figure it out, you know, as well. So here you go. Mewtwo's Counterattack Evolution released Pokemon Movie 2019 remake. Mewtwo's Counterattack Evolution is revealed. This work will be released as Pokemon Movie in 2019. Pokemon Movie 2019. The Pokemon movie is released every year. Today, the screening of the latest movie of the 2018 edition has started at the movie theaters nationwide. This year, it is published in the title of the story of everyone's Pocket Monsters, and in the Pokemon movie annually before the ending, a notice about next year's movie will be issued. There are many patterns, only for the guidance that this advanced notice is simply that there will be a theatrical version released next year. But there are also cases that it's more of a concrete content. In 2018, the story of everyone in the theater version Pocket Monsters, the latter specific notice is made beforehand. So I'm not sure what they mean by that. But everybody now in the Japanese Twitter sphere is tweeting about this Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution thing. So the preliminary announcement after the ending of the Tale of the Theater version of the Pocket Monsters released today reveals Mewtwo's Counterattack Evolution, or Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, I guess. Would that even be the thing, like what it's called, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution? Is that the actual full name? Because that does sound pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to deny that. That sounds pretty Gucci. I forgot about this. So they go through more information here, but it's kind of like poorly translated through Google Translate. So we're going to actually use this website because it gives actually more info. So we're going to start from the top here. So the Pokemon Monsters Movie 21, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, July 13th. So it is actually called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which means, holy shit, is Mewtwo getting another Evo? Because that would be weird. Oh god, that would be really weird. Oh no. No. Mewtwo, okay, I love me Mewtwo, but goddamn, Mewtwo is getting way too much love, I swear to god. Okay, so, Dogasu here. Pocket Monsters, the movie Everyone's Story, came out in Japan today, and while I'll be posting my thoughts later, I wanted to talk about the teaser trailer shown at the end of this year's film for the next movie. I'm not able to provide any actual screen caps from the teaser for obvious reasons, so what's below are the best approximations I was able to come up with. The teaser starts with a black screen. Text that says something about along the lines of "The legend is back," appears in both English and Japanese. After that, some bubbles that look very familiar to Movie 1 fans starts floating up from the bottom of the screen. Oh my god, it is the bubbles! Like, oh dude, I remember the creepiness of that movie. Like, that's what I love about Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's just a creepy and like nice, and it's got a really cool atmosphere as a movie. I love it. And just imagine that in like better quality. Holy moly. But like, please don't do shit like where they remove Misty and Brock, which is probably gonna do. But like, please don't do that. I really want to see Misty and Brock along Ash, you know, through this journey again. Please don't remove them. And of course, keep Team Rocket there because they're golden. Either way, as the bubbles continue to rise, we hear a voice that I'm 99.99% sure is Masahika Ishimura, the original voice of Mewtwo from Mewtwo Strikes Back. Okay, and the Johto TV special recites the opening monologue from the first movie. What is this place? Who am I? We then see a shot similar to the one below the Mewtwo opening its eyes. Though I'm sad to say that the Mewtwo shown in the teaser trailer for next year's movie is rendered in CG. After this, the movie logo comes up. Pocket Monsters, the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. The logo, at least now anyway, consists of the words Evolution, written out in English, slapped onto the bottom of the right-hand corner of the old movie 1 logo from 1998. Finally, white text on the black screen announces the new movie is coming out in 2019, and that's it. The teaser is only like 10 seconds long, and so we're really not given a whole lot to go off of. We don't know if it's going to be a remake, if it's going to be a retelling, if it's going to be a sequel, if it's going to, I don't know if it's going to be some sort of alternative, universe retelling, and what will appear in this movie. Literally, all we have right now is a title and an implication that Masahiko Shimura will be returning as Mewtwo. Anyway, now that that is out of the way, I'm going to go back I'm writing on this year's movie. So, this guy just writes about the movies, which, by the way, I will link you to this website because this guy has some awesome work here, and he goes through, the whole, everyone's story movie and all that stuff, which I'll also be going through. I'll be watching that thing as soon as I can get my hands on it. I'll be watching it, and I'll give you guys an actual full-on review on it and tell you, should you watch it or should you not watch it? Or, if you haven't watched it already, I'll just give you a bit of a breakdown. Or if you have watched it, maybe I can, if you want to just share your thoughts, I'll be doing a video either way. So, yeah, I'll be doing that later, guys. But, Mewtwo Strikes Back, guys. It's an actual thing now. Mewtwo's Counter-Track, MEWTWO Strikes Back Evolution. It's an actual new, brand new Pokemon movie coming our way, which makes me excited as all hell. I can't keep my excitement inside of me because I love this movie, and getting a remake or retelling or sequel or whatever you want to call this, I don't know what this is going to be, but it seems more like it's going to be a retelling or a sort of remake rather than being a sequel, because Mewtwo mentions the exact same words, so that instantly confirms to me that this isn't a sequel, because he says here that Mewtwo actually says the exact same words, what is this place, who am I, from the previous movie, so obviously this is retelling the story, but is it going to be a remake of the story, so it's supposed to be similar, but characters are changed, and kind of some plot conveniences, are removed, and they're just switching things around a little bit, or is it just going to be a literal retelling of the story, but just better looking now? But then again, I still love the animations back from 1998. Those oh man, those were beautiful. So I don't know, guys. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts about this. What do you think about it? I'm excited as all hell personally, but I want to know your thoughts, guys. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name is Have a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen.